4th and goal to go with the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
All right, ending on this one here. The Giants draft pick, is he running out of time? I'll tell you what, I mean, you know, your best ability is your availability. Can't make the club in the tub, right? And, you know, he's been needing to prove himself this year, needing to step up, show that he can perform. You know, Russell Wilson, of course, has been talking him up and all of that and everything, but he's been missing time. He has been missing time. Now, you know, the thing is that, you know, after the game next Thursday, right? I think it's Tuesday, the following Tuesday. Is it 4 o'clock? It's either 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, but it's the following Tuesday. But that's when cutdowns go, right? I mean, Hyatt's can't make the field. I mean, what are the Giants going to put him on injury reserve, or yeah, right? I mean, disappointing to say the least. Very disappointing. Brian Daboll might finally have a case to cut ties with failed draft pick. There are a lot of factors at play here, though. So, New York Giants entered the 2025 season as one of the more interesting teams in the league. Joe Schoen has done a great job adding more talent to our roster that was in desperate need of it. Still, if there was any other year, their outlook would likely look much better, but blessed with the hardest strength of schedule so things could get off rails fast. That's right. This is a team that's seemingly been allergic to the end zone the past couple of seasons. Their offense teetered on unwatchable. It was unwatchable. And their defense didn't fare much better. If the G-men are going to get out of the basement, they need all the help they can get, even if that means addition by subtraction. After back-to-back difficult seasons, third-year wide receiver Jalen Hyatt needed to show he could stick. It looked like he'd been making some strides this offseason. His early connection with new starting quarterback Russell Wilson felt like something bigger to come until it didn't. And thanks to some injury misfortune and a handful of training camp risers, Brian Daboll is running out of reasons to keep Jalen Hyatt around. Jalen Hyatt might be running out of time in New York. When the Giants traded up in the third round of the 2023 draft to select Hyatt, they thought that they'd give their offense a vertical weapon. The reigning Biletnikoff Award winner at the time was viewed as the perfect fix for the explosive playmaking piece the team had been missing. He was a barn burner, someone who could take the top off the defense. Unfortunately, things just haven't clicked for the 23-year-old. 2 years in, the former Tennessee Vol has 31 receptions for 435 yards. Wow. And exactly 0 touchdowns. Not exactly stick-worthy stuff, but it's hard for teams to give up on players drafted early, especially when the team moves up to take them. But that's how things are shaking out in East Rutherford, at least for now. At the beginning of the offseason, it looked like Hyatt might finally break out. Wilson publicly backed him, saying he had untapped potential he was able to pull out of him almost instantly at OTAs. An apparent leg injury put a stop to that progress, and that's when his slide back into the shadows resumed. Hyatt's been in and out of practice since, and that's not exactly helping his case to move up the depth chart. Unfortunately, he missed an opportunity to showcase his development against the Bills in the first preseason game Saturday, as he was out due to injury. 2 other receivers fighting for the roster spot took full advantage of his absence. Montrell Washington and a little, who's not very little, Jordan Humphrey put pressure on Hyatt with their Saturday performances, in addition to their standout camps. Throw in Bo Collins, who's been lighting up training camp in his own right and getting some run with the ones, and Hyatt's grip on a roster spot is slipping. It would be relatively shocking if the team decided to outright release him. That feels unlikely, but don't rule out Daboll's giving Schoen the green light to go ahead and make some trade calls in the 23-year-old. It might end up being a win-win for both parties. Between his struggles, durability concerns, questionable fit in the offense, and the emergence of the unexpected camp risers, it might be fair to start wondering if Hyatt is on borrowed time. Daboll now has all the ammo he needs to make the move. So, we got, right? Here we are, right? Obviously, between Malik Neighbors, got Bo Collins, Little Jordan Humphrey, Zach Pascal, Daquan Felton. We got the Juice Wells, right? Teammates of Jackson Dart, Dalen Cambry, who's very good on special teams. Of course, Jalen Hyatt. We got Darius Slayton, Wando Robinson, Amir Smith-Marset, Montrell Washington, Jordan Bly, and Gunnar Olszewski. Gunnar laid out and caught that one pass in the end zone, right, for the touchdown, Jameson Winston. So he's been doing well, and the Giants know what they got with him, and he can play on special teams. We got Amir Smith-Marset, right, who can be a returner, right? It's a shame, because if we had Bryce Ford-Wheaton, would be probably almost a lock to make this team. Maybe not so much as a unbelievable talent, okay, as far as wide receiver, but what he can give the Giants on special teams is huge. But this season's over with, unfortunately, for the second time in 3 years, right? But, that's it. There's a lot of guys, a lot of these undrafted free agents, rookie free agents that the Giants brought in 5 of them. Right? There's a lot of guys that are stepping up and looking good, and not only that, but they some of those guys can play pretty doggone well on special teams, and that's something Jalen Hyatt, right, hasn't done. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. It would be very, just almost just outright kind of crazy, right, just to think that the Giants would just not sign him, or maybe put him on like injury reserved, right, for the first, and they have to miss like the first. I think it used to be first 6 games. I think that was the first 4 games. They're going to maybe just put him on injury reserve if they don't think he's back, and have to start the season on injury reserve and keep one of the other guys, right? But the guy put on I think it was like 15 or 20 pounds. It's not all muscle, unless he was juicing, right? You can't put on 20 pounds of solid muscle in like 6 months. Unless, once again, you're juicing. That means he would be, at that rate, he would be putting on 40 pounds of solid muscle in 12 months. And that's, you're not doing that naturally. But you can't make the club in the tub. And, Russell Wilson can say untapped potential, this, that, and he can say all those things he wants. But if Jalen Hyatt can't get his rear end on the field, the Giants' hands are tied. Be interesting to see. It'd be very, very interesting to see what happens, right? Let's not forget, injuries are always a big part, right? Unless you're like Malik Neighbors or somebody like that, these injuries are huge. And if you can't prove that you can stay on the field, Giants' hands are tied. They got to do something, whether it's put them on injury reserve or try to whatever. But something to keep an eye on.